Hey there, Raiders. Today we're talking about Armanz, the magnificent, the glorious, the stupendous free-to-play fusion champion that Plarium have released. This guy is strong. He is very strong. Everybody admits it. Everybody knows it. He is very, very good. Now, the question is he too good? Let's get into it. So Armanz the Magnificent, is he too strong? Does he need a nerf? Is he more powerful than Taras, Marishka, Georgid, Nekrit, Yumiko type champions? I don't believe he's more powerful than him. I think he's just slightly weaker than those champions. Maybe he's better than a few of those guys, but not the best out of all those guys. And then we have the free-to-play champions. We have UDK, we have Sun Wukong, we have Ronda, who's another free-to-play champion. We have Ankora, that was the past fusion. He is slightly better than those guys, although Ankora is very good, and UDK has been winning Platinum Arena for a while now. He's only been kind of moved off the meta by Crixia, who's a mythical champion. So free-to-play champions are very, very strong. There are examples of very strong champions, of mythical champions, and there are stronger champions than this guy, which are void champions, which people have been asking for nerfs for a while now. When it comes to balancing this champion, I do not believe he needs a nerf. I'm going to go ahead and say it. He doesn't need to be changed. He doesn't need to be nerfed. He is, however, very, very strong and very powerful, and that's okay. There's nothing wrong with a champion being strong and powerful. Free-to-play low spenders need strong champions in their rosters, and this guy is working absolutely as intended. There's no bugs in his kit. There's not anything that's going on that Plarium didn't expect. This is how they designed the champion to be strong, and he is very strong. So I don't believe he needs to be nerfed whatsoever. Sometime when you read this guy's kit, you could be mistaken to think he has actually 6 abilities, not 3. His A2 and A3 seemed like they packed 2 abilities together. They just did a fusion dance with 2 different abilities and then just merged into one. 100% Turn Me to Steel is ability on its own, and then it has AoE stun, which is a separate ability, it feels like. And then you have the sheep that does not get redirected or cannot be weak hit, and then you have the AoE strip and Turn Me to Boost for stripping each buff. Very, very strong, and Plarium knows this. Plarium know that this champion is very good. Plarium knew when they released this champion as a fusion that they released this as a champion as a void legendary champion. They could have gotten the whales to summon on this guy, but they didn't. They decided to release this guy as a fusion, and I think that was a fantastic decision. So Plarium want to give low spenders and free-to-plays more of a roster or more champions, so where they can compete with slightly higher whales. Now whales are also going to have access to this champion, but in live arena, if one person picks a champion in gold arena, then the other side cannot pick that champion. Now obviously not everybody plays gold arena, so even in silver arena, everybody can take in the whale and the low spender. This is really, really good because they don't want to make the same mistakes with live arena that they did with classic arena. I'm pretty sure that they've now put a pin in classic arena. I don't think they are going to support this game mode much further. You can even make an argument that they never really supported this game mode. They have like a please do these minimum 20 fights, which means people weren't doing the 20 fights, and people also aren't really engaging with classic arena, and Plarium aren't really thinking about adding more things to classic arena. Live arena seems to be their focus, because live arena, as we all know, has a new section for the area bonuses that now gives you stats for Sandev Necropolis, Shogun, and Curse City. So live arena is getting pushed more and classic arena is being left behind, and that could be because Plarium have realized that they have made mistakes when it comes to the balance of classic arena, and they don't want to repeat it with live arena. Now, why are Plarium doing this? They're not doing this out of the kindness of their heart. Plarium haven't changed overnight. They're not all of a sudden now just decided, okay, we're going to make free-to-play champions. We're going to make them amazing. That's not how this works. You know it, I know it, everybody knows it. Plarium are doing this because it's the most financially beneficial thing for them and for their game, like any company would and should, right? Every company wants to make more money from their product, and this is what Plarium are doing. And they're doing this by getting more low spenders and free-to-plays and even whales playing the game more actively to get this champion. Because even if you can get one of them from shards, getting 5 from shards is quite tricky. So what you could do is, even as a whale, just pick one of this guy up and then, use him for your empowerment along the way. So it is really good for them to release these champions to the free-to-plays and to the whales, and they get the engagement. It's not direct money in the sense that whales aren't buying shards. Wales are still going to buy shards. Wales will do what Wales will do. But at the same time, they are also getting the low spenders, the free-to-play community, which is, again, the majority of the player base. Let's not get this, mistaken. Majority of the players are low spenders and free-to-plays in all of these games. And the Wales are the majority spenders, but they are not the majority of the player base, right? Everybody knows this dynamic. So releasing this champion as a free-to-play, low-spender, grindable champion makes everybody engage with the game. Now, again, when we're talking about benefit and when we're talking about finance, we're talking about slightly further down the line. What they could do is they could release a counter to this champion, which they sell to Wales. And that way they would then put the Wales back on top. But they do need to make sure that the free-to-plays can still compete and still have a chance versus the Wales. We see Ancora. Ancora is a fantastic fusion. This guy's a fantastic fusion. We had Wukong, we have Ronda, we have UDK. We have these really, really strong champions that can do a really good job in live arena, and that's how I believe the game should be balanced. So Plarium should think about the benefit, the financial benefit of the champions that they bring to the game. Also, they need to think about how do we keep these low spenders and free-to-plays engaged with the game. So that's all my take on Armanz. This is why I do not believe he needs to be changed. I do not believe he's that much of a problem that he needs to be any different. And I believe his kit is working as intended. So those are my thoughts. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know if you guys agree, disagree. Whatever you guys think, let me know in the comment section down below. If you actually do think he's too powerful and he does need a nerf, also let me know. Like the video and subscribe to the channel, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.